You're missing the angle. If you take 1 second to just look around you and just slow down and actually pay attention to the world around you and what's going on, you'll notice that all people talk about is chasing money, their status, and even worse, trying to get other people's approval. And that's why they're blind. They don't see that they're missing the angle. Whereas if you think about people who are successful and who are able to succeed, you notice they're good at one thing, and they all have this common trait. They're able to see a gap and fill it in.
Pour rien, les frères se fracassent. Les patates volent, les mauvais coups s'enchaînent comme cette chienne de vie habituée au vacarme. Pour éviter les larmes dans les poches, les gosses.
And here's the thing you rarely think about. Most of what you believe in isn't even your own belief. It's the people around you, the social class you're born into, the garbage you consume online, TikTok, Instagram Reels, funny videos of people falling, and the endless scrolling. Watching people fail, laughing at all their mistakes, calling them idiots in the comments, that becomes your lens of the world.
And the reason why I want to talk about this is because at the beginning of this year, I was missing that angle. I was watching realtors close 3, 4, 5 deals a month, and I just sit back like, they can't be doing anything that spectacular or anything that I won't be able to replicate. But I understood that there was an angle that I just wasn't seeing that they all had, because they all had this very common trait, this very common similarity. And I realized the more I got out there and talking to other agents and getting their insight on this or that, like I was starting to see more and more that angle. And quite frankly, I was going insane. I did what anybody else would do, is I didn't know what was going on. So I would wake up at 4 in the morning, study the market, talk to other agents, talk to people, read psychology books, read books on real estate and all those kinds of things. I try to find whatever way that I possibly could to get a better understanding of what's going on and just of life in general, and talking to other people. That I was borderline going insane, but that's not the point. The point is I was finally able to see that angle of what everybody else was seeing. I was finally let in on that secret. I was able to let them be successful, and I ended up having a month last month where I closed 3 deals last month, and it's been my absolute best month that I've ever had. And it just gave me so much confidence knowing that I'm out here just like them, and that I'm out here doing things that I didn't think I was gonna be able to do just at the beginning of this year. And I've progressed so much from then to now that it's been insane. The amount of confidence I've gained just with talking to people and just being a realtor in general has been absolutely nuts. But that is why I'm making this video, so you understand there's an angle that you were not seeing.
T'affiches pour l'exemple sale étant ouais, on s'arme, on cache les bouches qu'à l'écran, on crève les cons pour crever l'écran. Après.
And if you just keep wasting your time on social media and not even thinking about your goals, then you're just not going to see the angle at all. You need to truly take time every day, maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, as many hours as you need without your phone, and just truly think about life, just truly think about what it is that you want to do. Because the more and more you sit there and actually think about these things, the more and more you're going to see that angle that will just make you strive for success, that will help you succeed and help you do all these great things. And the other thing is, you need to surround yourself by other people who are trying to do the same things as you, or who are way better than you are. Honestly, you should be the dumbest person in the room. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. Personally, I like being the dumbest, because if I'm the dumbest, everybody else is way above where I am, and so I can ask as many stupid questions as I want, and they help me see the new angle. The more and more I interact with these people who are above me, the more insight they give me and the more critique they give me, like, hey, you should be doing this instead of that. When you're doing your open houses, say this instead of that, or hey, you should format this question this way because it makes them think a certain way. And the more I realize these things and the more I start to go out there and actually start to flourish, the amount of confidence I've gained, the amount of success I've gotten this year has been phenomenal. I cannot complain. I've had my best month last month, and I'm going to keep trying to do the same thing in 2026. But that's not the point. The point is, you need to take time to yourself and truly understand that you are not seeing that angle. And there are people out there who are seeing it, but you are not. So you need to keep striving and keep going until you see it, because once you see it and you have that breakthrough, life will not be the same. I'm telling you, it won't be the same, because you would be on a whole nother level that nobody else would be able to reach you on. And that angle that you're missing doesn't just apply to business. It applies to relationships, how you handle your money, and just in any aspect of your life. Here's the issue. Nobody slows down. A lot of people try to rush it, they try to change it, or they just borderline ignore it. And that's why they're missing that angle that will change their whole life forever. It will help them become the best version of themselves, but they will always miss it. And when you finally see that angle, when you finally see the progress you were making, you're gonna feel like an absolute idiot for not seeing it sooner. I know I did. When I first saw it, I felt like an idiot. I was like, how have I not understand this before? Why have I not had this idea before? So once you do find that angle and you find that little push that's gonna help you be successful, it's gonna be a night and day different. You're just gonna punch yourself and kick yourself for the next week. You're like, man, why didn't I think about this sooner? Why didn't I have this idea sooner? How have I not understood that this would connect with that in such an amazing way, or that this could end up leading to this? And believe me, it's gonna be life-changing. It is gonna be life-changing. Once you see that angle, and once you connect those ideas, man, trust me, it's a whole different game after that. But that's growth, that's awareness, that's progress. That's just human nature. So stop chasing what everybody else is chasing. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Get off of social media and truly pay attention to your goal and truly try to pursue your goal no matter what happens. You have to be a madman when you're chasing your goals. Nobody's gonna understand it. That's why they're your goals. It's your goals. It's not anybody else's. It's not meant for anybody else to understand. That is the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life. And if you're scared to take that risk, think about it. Life's a huge risk. Nobody gets out alive, so you might as well try to do something with it since you're already here.
Here's what I realized watching everything unfold. Your perception is limited. The voices around you, the content you consume, the people you envy, they shape your vision. They tell you what's possible and what isn't. But the truth is, you don't have to accept that. You can see angles that no one else can see. You can create opportunities that no one else can notice. But it takes effort, it takes discipline, and it takes patience.
And honestly, the answer isn't easy, but it is simple.
J'apprends à perdre mec, chaque jour même merde, les faces aux photocopes, les ganaches de salopes, salut petit pote, ça boum dans leur caisse, les flics zoom, on fume la cesse.
So stop chasing what everyone else is chasing. Stop reacting to every notification. Stop letting social media tells you how big your life can be. Calm down, think, observe, and find the gap. Find the angle, and once you do, life, business, and everything will change.
Le bloc opératoire, on t'annonce que tu ne marcheras plus. Sous le porche, le tox est à l'heure. Groupé dans la pénombre, tes ex-frères pouffent sur ton malheur. Dans cette avec des plaques de Z là, ville côté court, France côté mer, débit, les couleurs du tableau, c'est donc ça nos vies.
Tic-tac, compte à rebours entamé, guerre de tranchées. Verdun du 20e siècle, combien s'en sont tirés des sacs, des cycles, des chaînes. Les briser pas facile, enracinés dans le choral, le troupeau